Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Drag Race gossip, secrets and drama. So you may see I'm looking a little bit different today. Although I am Matt from Drag Tea Serve, today I am Lady Bush Loren. Thank you to Isis Avis Loren, sorry, who she's actually sitting off frame.
Hey.
And she, you can go and check out my video. She put me in drag and I interviewed her and she did a fabulous job, I think you can all agree. Trying not to move too much because this outfit is very sort of so what I'm going to do is, this is to celebrate my 100k subscribers, so thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. It's been absolutely amazing and it's mind-blowing to think that I have 100,000 subscribers, so that's why I'm getting up in all of this to celebrate. And you may have seen that I posted to say to ask me questions and I will answer them for my 100k, so here we go, let's get into it. So the first question came from one of my Patreon members, Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. And she said, who is your favourite and least favourite queen from the series? You can pick 3 of each. Please tell us why. Thank you. So, well, I'm not sure I can pick my least favourite because I think that's a little bit shady, even though I am sort of, you know. But I think my favourites have always been, I love and adore Bob the Drag Queen. I think he's so funny, talented, loved him on the season, just like incredible queen. And then Bianca Del Rio would be a very close sort of joint first because I love both of them, they're just so funny. I think in terms of the next queen, I've always loved Shea Coulee. Shea is just flawless head to toe, perfection. I've always thought like just stunning queen. And then my next favourite would, oh, that's 4. I think 3, that's enough. I'm not going to say my least favourite queen because I feel like that's a little bit shady. Based on what I'm wearing, I probably should have said Trixie Mattel actually because I'm in all pink. But I will also just add an extra one and say Isis Avis Loren as my favourite.
Stop.
So the next question comes from my Patreon, again, member Shelby. Hi Shelby, how long does it take you to research the juiciest tea? It's always so well explained, thank you. And you always have the receipts. What's an average tea session in prep and research? That's a great question, thank you Shelby. So it really depends, but on average I would say something like a Roscoe's maybe is a little bit less time because it's sort of recapping. I still do my own research and that still takes a while, but it tends to be, I would say, that would take me a full day. I would say from start to finish because I have to do the recap, I have to write the script, I have to record the audio, the video and things like that, and then put it live, subtitles, they all take such a long time, but it's all worth it. I do literally every part of it myself. If I do a video that's more sort of really deep delving into like unknown drag secrets and stuff like that, that can take me anywhere of maybe 2 to 3 days to get that all done. It doesn't look like it when you watch it on YouTube if it's just a couple of 20 minutes, but that does take a really long time. So thank you for your question, Shelby, but yes, it does take a long time, just like it takes a long time to look this fabulous. So my next question is also from another Patreon, Linda. Hi Linda, and she said, how and why did you start this channel? Have you ever been to DragCon and which queens do you personally know? So thank you for your question. The first part was, why did I start this channel? Well, I started it because obviously I love Drag Race, maybe you can tell, and also drag in general. I just thought it was such an interesting show. It's such great representation for the LGBT plus community. Obviously the queens themselves are like, we all love a bit of shade, a bit of drama. And I think it was just a fun show. And I knew there were so many fans who loved the show and like me. So I thought I would just share some of the knowledge that I knew because I'm obsessive about Drag Race and I watch all the interviews, all the social media, everything. And the next question was, have you ever been to DragCon? So yes, I've been to DragCon UK last year in 2023. It was an amazing experience. I met so many amazing queens. I did do a video about it and I'll put that up somewhere here so you can have a look. But yeah, it was just so much fun. I got to meet so many of the queens who I've done interviews with, some new queens. So yeah, that was super fun. I would definitely recommend, if you can go to DragCon, definitely check it out. Okay, so the next question was, what Drag Race moment of any series do you wish you could see again for the first time? That's a great question. So for me, one of the moments that defines Drag Race, I think, there's a couple. I think there's the Shangela versus Mimi Sugar Daddy rant. That one is iconic when they throw the drink. That one is just camp TV. I wish I could watch that again for the first time because I've watched it so many times now. I just like know what they're gonna say. I know every word of it. The same, another thing probably from Untucked would be Beck rolls. That was literally that. I mean, Alyssa's face. Alyssa is just so funny, but I remember I was absolutely floored at that moment. It was so funny. And then I guess another moment I wish I could relive because it was amazing was when Isis Avis Loren won Drag Race Down Under season 3. That's her laughing, just in case you're wondering.
She's just trying to be best friends, and I think it's working.
So the next question was, and someone said, love your videos, thank you so much. And they said, are there any creators that inspired you to get into content creation or any other YouTubers that you look up to? So I definitely got into Drag Race creation, content creation, watching people like, for example, one of the first channels I watched was Joseph Shepherd with the interviews. Joseph's amazing, he does such a great job. He's definitely one of the first people I watched. There's also like Johnny McGovern from Hey Queen. He's always been sort of like the OG almost of the Drag Race interviewers on YouTube. There's also, I mean, there's so many other Drag Race YouTubers who I really love, like Jack Fed, Green Gay, Bussy Queen. I mean, there's literally so many. Oh, Drag Detective. There's just so many. In terms of creators I look up to, there is one Australian creator. Her name is Anne Reardon. And she does this channel called How to Cook That, which is all about kind of cooking, but she also looks at recipes and things like that, like how-to videos. And she looks at these like fake videos and debunks them and say why they don't work. And she's just very knowledgeable, really kind of a little bit like what I aspire to be. So very kind of knowledgeable, but also very neutral, just the facts, nothing else. And she's always really respectful. And all she cares about is just making good content. And she just seems like a lovely person all around. I've never met her. She does live in Melbourne. So Anne, if you're seeing this, hit me up. But yeah, she's definitely someone I look up to. I basically look up to anyone who makes good content and they do it ethically and responsibly. So the next question was, where do you see your channel and yourself in 1, 5, and 10 years? I feel like I'm at a job interview. So in 1 year, I think that's a bit easier. In 1 year, I'd like to think that I was still like, you know, doing maybe some of this, who knows, but still serving you the drag tea like you love. 5 years, I don't know. I would be almost 40 by that point. So, I mean, yeah, like that. Yeah. I mean, I know I don't look, I know I look 21, but yeah, I guess I'd still like to be doing it. Maybe, who knows? I mean, who knows if Drag Race will still be going by then? Let's hope it does. And in 10 years' time, I mean, gosh, I probably would have to be like propped up and they would just be like, you know, someone operating my mouth at that point. Who knows? But I would still love to be serving tea for you all. Maybe I will incorporate some other stuff other than Drag Race. Who knows? But stick around and we'll find out, I suppose. Okay, so the next question was, which early out queen do you think has the most potential to snatch on an all-stars crown? That's a great question. There have been so many amazing first out queens. I personally would love to see someone who we didn't see much of, like Miss Vanjie. Obviously, she was a first out, but she came back, so you know, someone like her. I would love to see someone like Kelly Mantle. I think she's just so fascinating, and she's one of those people that's proven that you don't have to win Drag Race in order to be successful. And she's like toured with Trixie and Katya. She's just like an all-around like crazy cuckoo person. Like, I think she's just so funny, and I'd love to see her. I also have this feeling, I think someone like Victoria Porkchop Parker would actually really surprise us. Like the OG first out queen. I feel like she would come and snatch that All-Stars crown. So I would love to see either of those two or any of them. Let's just do a season of all first out queens and let's just see who wins. That would be amazing. A pork chop season, please. I'm putting out there into the universe. So one of my YouTube members named Carrie Colby, not Kerry Colby of Drag Race fame, but Carrie Colby, said, "Woo, happy 100k. Thank you very much." They said, "How's your head?" Well, I'm sorry to say there's been many, many complaints. No, I mean, I don't really know what I can say to this question. I mean, you'll have to find me afterwards and I can show you. And finally, the last question was, what is the most unfair judging moment out of all of Drag Race franchises? This is a really difficult question because there have been some moments where I think we've all been like, what? I think definitely one that I've been holding on to for years is, if any of you remember the amazing Jaden Dior Fierce from season 7, they did this episode where they had to impersonate other queens and do these music videos. And she did Bianca Del Rio doing an impression of Sissy That Walk. And I thought she absolutely nailed it. Like, she sounded like her, she had the attitude, and she didn't win, and I'm still bitter about it to this day. So I think definitely I was baffled by that personally. So I think that would have to be one of the moments. Let me know in the comments what you think, because there are so many I'm probably just not thinking of where, you think, really? Really, Queen? So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think the worst or most unfair Drag Race judging decision was. But thank you so much. It's just a little quick video answering some questions, and I would just like to say thank you so much for the 100k. I literally have no words. I never thought I would get to this moment, and here I am sitting in all pink up in this, and it literally feels like a dream. This channel has allowed me to do so many amazing things, and I would also just like to say a special thank you to Isis Avis Loren. Thank you so much for putting me in all of this. This is amazing. Let everyone know where they can find you.
Oh, thank you. You can find me at Isis Avis Loren across the interwebs and beyond. And give it up for Matt, aka Miss Lady Bush Loren, for 100k. Yay! Congratulations! Woo!
And I'm going to see us out with a thwart. Was that a bit shy?
We'll do it again. Miss Lady Bush Lorena, yes! Happy 100k! Woo!
No!
You're gonna put these in the B-rolls.
Okay.
In the not B-rolls, the
bloopers. That was a blooper.
Yeah.
This was. There we go. Why can't I do that onto it? This is ridiculous. Okay.